I'm feeling so honored that I have invited you on my channel and you are there. So first of all, I would like to welcome you.
Yes, thank you so much. Many, many thanks to you. And good evening. How are you and how was your day so far?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty fine. And my day, as today we were having this election for SMC. SMC, that means
Mhm,
it's a type of organization which in our
mhm,
government school with the parents and teachers and one more stakeholders, they used to make a organization, and with the help of that organization we conduct all the important tasks of our schools. So I was
okay.
appointed as an election officer in one
Mhm,
of the school. So I went there
mhm.
and it was quite well. The elections were done without any noise and all that, without any discussions. They all agreed to one person and he was nominated as the Adhyaksh of SMC. And
Mhm.
at 3:30 I was at home.
Oh, that's
So my day
great.
was quite nice. So tell me
Mhm.
about yourself. How was your day?
Yeah, when it comes to my day, it was normal as it is weekend. I train people for 5 days a week. So it is Saturday. It was nice. I did 2 or 3 sessions. Apart from this, I did editing and I was scheduling some videos on YouTube. So it's I
According to your
do.
plan?
Yeah, most of the time, what I do, I mention important things which I'll have to do tomorrow in the evening. I will write few things that I'll have to do 2 or 3 sessions if I'll have to do with somebody. So I write those things and I give importance to those things. Apart from this, I do study, and there is no certain time for editing or doing those things for YouTube. You can do whenever you want. So yeah, but when I do sessions, I schedule those things and I keep those things in my mind and I give reminder to myself again and again. And according to that, I just do things. I go for the session with the people in the evening. I conduct sessions for my students. So most of the time, I'm happy with myself because whatever I think, I am able to do that.
That's great. Sometimes it is said that man proposes and God disposes. But if it is going
Mhm.
according to our plan, that means God is also with us. He wants us to do all these things. So he is behind the curtain and he is helping us. He is blessing us. So
Exactly.
whenever my planning also, when I plan something and it works, I just give many, many thanks to God that this is a good work I'm doing because God is with me. That's why it has been successful. Otherwise, there may be many obstacles come when we plan anything. And as I have learned till my life that planning is very important because if you fail to plan, that means you are planning to fail. The planning is very much important.
Exactly. Yes, it is.
So I would like to know your introduction, and so that my viewers will know you. So please
Yeah,
introduce
of
yourself.
course. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Ashutosh Subedi, and I'm connecting to you from Kanpur city of Uttar Pradesh. And about my education, I have pursued my degree, that is BCom Honors Accounting from Banaras Hindu University. Now I'm pursuing my master's, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. Along with that, I do run a YouTube channel which is based on spoken English conversations. And professionally, I'm a spoken English trainer. I train people online. So that's what I do.
Good. So you switched from accounts to English literature. This is why
Exactly,
because
of
you learned.
course. It's an interesting turn. I was a commerce student and I was good in accounting. I wanted to see myself as a chartered accountant, but in COVID-19, I lost my interest in professional subjects and I thought of working on my communication skills. And I worked really hard. I used to give 6 hours, 7 hours to speak with the strangers. So I thought, why not just try for masters in arts? And I started doing masters of arts in English literature now. I'm happy.
Ah, oh wow, okay, that's great. And if I talk about I mean, your schooling, that was in English medium or it was in Hindi medium?
I studied in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, but I can't say that there was an English environment. It was CBSC board, but English environment not there because I am from Uttar Pradesh and I don't really feel in UP you can get that environment where the people they will talk in English. It's rare. When I was in university as well, Banaras in the university, which is quite prominent university, but
Yeah,
there
yeah.
also I found that environment was totally in Hindi, so not
Hindi.
in English. So I studied in Navodaya, then Banaras Hindu University, but totally environment there was in Hindi. But when I came back to my hometown after like COVID-19, when I was back in 2020, then I thought of
Mhm.
working on myself and I started working on my spoken English. So there is no connection from my school days or college days.
So it's been 3 years. Most probably it's 4 years, somewhat, that you are learning this new language, and
Yes, it's
your
been
English has become
completely
quite
3 years.
fluent and quite influential also, I must say. Sometimes I
I
watch your
don't really
video.
think so.
No, no, no. You are up to the mark. Actually, the top place is always empty. We cannot say that we have reached the top now and our journey has stopped. We are
Mhm.
always striving hard to go higher and higher.
Exactly.
Ashu, uh, what tips would you like to give for the beginners, those who are struggling, those who are in need of talking English because of their career? Sometimes the career it just stops because of this lack of this communication skill. Because some of my students I faced, and I at the end of the day, they have to choose some private work, some very low labor class work. They are not getting through any good job opportunities because of this type. They are lacking this conversation. uh, so actually, I am prepared. I just made this YouTube platform for my children so that they would be listening such interviews and they may get some help from this side. So I want to know from you that how you struggled in your beginning days as you were the beginner. So what all kind of work, what all kind of efforts did you make to learn this language?
Yes. So as I told you that I started my journey, the day I remember that was 29th April 2020, when I came up with the thought of improve my spoken skills. So it was very common that I had no idea that how to start, on where to start, and what to watch, what not to watch. But it was my first day. But what I started, that was very important. That I started talking to the people from the first day onwards. Most of the people, they are not able to do it, or they are not doing it. What they think, when they will become perfect in grammar, then they will speak with people.
Yes.
So but I was passionate about talking with the people, so I started speaking with strangers from the first day onwards, and I was not aware that I was doing a right thing. I feel I did something which was right. So, and apart from this, what I used to do, I used to talk with the people for 4 hours, 5 hours. I used to follow a formula that was 80-20. 80% I used to give for speaking, and 20% I used to give for all other activities like listening, watching, and talking to myself, or speaking in the front of camera, speaking in the front of mirror. But 80% I used to give for practicing conversation with the people. So that was the thing which I started doing from the first day onwards. I had joined platforms like Buddy Talk, Halo, and Ace Fluency, Tapri. There were few, like, several platforms where you can interact with the people on one-on-one basis. So I started doing from the first day onwards. And what I used to do apart from this, I used to speak in the front of mirror, and I used to imagine that I'm a great speaker. I'm giving a speech. I used to wave my hand. There are a lot of people, they are waiting for my speech. So exactly, always I felt that I'm a great speaker. So that was a great practice, which was giving me a lot of confidence. Okay. And the second thing, I used to practice like tongue twisters to become more fluent, because I had no conversation practice, or I had no idea how to speak. So I started practicing tongue twisters. Those are really helpful for fluency and for your pronunciation as well. So I
Yeah.
started practicing them. I used to record myself. Sometimes if I was able to do that for 10 seconds, second time I wanted to record that for in 5 seconds only, so I can speak fast, so I can become fluent. And this third practice, what I used to do, I used to take a paragraph or sometimes articles, and I used to speak them out loud, so I can become
Mhm.
better with the pronunciation and the flow of the language. So this kind of practice I used to do, and I tried everything for this. I used to do shadowing, watching videos with subtitles, and I used to speak, and along with them.
Mhm.
So this kind of practice I started doing. So I was confused in the beginning that am I going in a right track or not? Will I be able to become a good speaker or not? Because everybody has this kind of question in their mind when they start their spoken
Mhm.
English journey. I had the same, but I started getting good people in my journey and they started saying, Ashutosh, you are on right track. You do practice a lot. You are becoming better. I'm able to see a lot of change in yourself within few days. So that gave me a lot of confidence. And so that's how I did. And there was a day I still remember I did practice for 10 hours. So
Oh,
so I used to do practice for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. What I used to think, if I'll work for myself, I in future I wouldn't have to work for someone else. Okay. So in that way, because the
great.
people they work for others, like 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours they are giving. So why can't I give 8 hours to myself? Right. So and
Yeah.
consistency was very important thing, which I was like, I was consistent enough 90%, 99%, I must say. When I used to go to, I still remember I attended a marriage party and I was there and I was practicing English. So that's how I used to do it.
Wow, great. You have done a lot work on yourself, and the result is in front of you. And really,
Oh,
I also
thanks.
appreciate that consistency is very much important, whatever work you are doing, whether it's small, whether it is a big, until and unless you are not giving your 100% to it, you will not get good results. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
nowadays,
exactly.
young generation, they all prefer shortcuts. They want in less time, they want much fame and much name, and it's not like
Yeah,
that.
the same thing
But
I was just getting in my mind, that the people they think that they are going to become an expert in 30 days. It's not
ah,
possible. Of course,
no,
it's not true. I say to the people, you'll have to work hard. Practice makes a man perfect. You'll have to do practice as much as you can. This is a language. It takes a lot
yeah,
of time to,
lot
yeah,
of
improve.
time. And there is
Hmm.
no such uh, destination to this language that this is the destination. You have to reach till here and then you will stop. No, you have to go on practicing, and there the new rules are coming of grammar, of pronunciation. It's very difficult to make one rule of, because it is infamous about pronunciation. English, it is said that it is infamous language because of its pronunciation. Sometimes the rules, they overcome their rules only, the words. Sometimes some word is silent after some word, and it is not silent with
Exactly.
other
So
words.
every day you will be able to know about some new pronunciation that I will tell you a few words like hyperbola, I used to call it. But the pronunciation of that I came to know about that is hyperbole. I was, oh my God. Like I used to call it like, for several years I used to say hyperbola. I heard from the teachers as well. But when I heard the
Yeah,
pronunciation that is hyperbole, so oh my God. So every day you will be able to know some new words, new pronunciation, because we are not living in English environment. So we pronounce the words according to ourselves. Okay. We don't care about American pronunciation or standard pronunciation or British pronunciation. So we pronounce the words according to your ease, according to our ease. So, but every day when I'm checking few new words, I think, oh my goodness, I was incorrect totally. And now every day I'm learning new things.
like when
It's
I
an
tell my
ocean.
students, yeah, of course it's an ocean. When I tell them that L and A makes la,
Uh-huh.
and in hyperbola, even it is L and A in the last, but it's hyperbole. So,
Yeah, of course.
suggestion. After a long time, I come to know, when I joined this British Council, then I come to know that it's suggestion. It is digestion. It's
Yeah,
not digestion.
suggestion, question. Yes, you'll
Suggestion.
have.
Suggestion.
Yeah, we
Question.
say it
Like
flat.
question.
We say it
Yeah.
flat, like suggestion. No, no, no suggestion.
Yeah.
It's suggestion. Right.
Suggestion like question. We don't say
Mhm.
uh, we say question only. Somebody pronounce it question or like that, but it is actually question. In the same way it is suggestion, and in the same way it is digestion. All the three words,
Mhm.
they are pronounced like this. And schedule, we pronounce it schedule, but it is schedule. So there are
Yes,
many,
schedule is the word which is correct in the both way. If we will say schedule, that according to British English it is right,
yes,
but according to American English they call it a schedule.
schedule.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we must. I think the young generation, they should take a lesson from you, that it takes really we have to burn your midnight oil. It is said like that, then only you will get good results. So, and you have achieved, and more you have to go in your life. One thing I would like to know that for victory, what do you consider, whether it's a hard work or it's a destiny? What is important for victory?
The victory, of course. What I can say that if you'll talk about destiny, you can't change. But hard work, it is there in your hands. You can do, and you can change your destiny as well. Whatever you said in the beginning, I believe in God too. That if you work hard, that's okay. But if God will help you, you'll be able to achieve those things, whatever you want in your life. So if God is there with you, you'll be able to do everything. But what is in our hands? We should give 100%, and then we should leave it. As it is written in Bhagavad Gita, just you should focus on your karma, not on results or not on consequences. So it is very difficult. It is written in Bhagavad Gita, but it is very difficult to follow. Most of the time we are result oriented. If I talk about my YouTube channel itself, like whenever I upload my video, I expect that I'll get a lot of views, a lot of likes, comments, a lot of expectations. Rather than focusing on the work, I'm just result oriented, and I'm thinking about the consequences, which is not so good. So hard work is very important. I don't really think so there is any substitute of hard work. So as I said in a spoken English journey as well, the people, they think that they will be able to become a better speaker in 30 days. No, not at all. It's not true. These are the advertising companies or just coaching institutes.
Yes.
They would like to tell you that you will be able to become an expert, but that's not true. If you're not going, until or unless you're not going to speak, you're not going to become a speaker. So you'll have to speak. And I say to the people, if you would like to, speaking comes from speaking, not from other things. So in the same way, you will have to work really hard for the victory. And if it will be written in your destiny, of course you will get the victory, but you should work hard for it. That's what I think.
Yeah, and it is also said that to learn a language is to speak it. Until and unless you will not
Mhm,
speak, whatever you are doing for it, you are reading a lot, you are listening a lot. But with that, you
mhm.
have to speak also. Then only you will be fluent speaker. So, are
Mhm.
you a motivational speaker too? Are you
I don't
trying like
really
that?
think so. Uh-huh.
Oh,
But yeah, I feel in future I would like to motivate million and millions people. So I would like to give a speech. I would like to see myself as a better public speaker, so I can give.
be if you are thinking in that direction, our thoughts makes our actions, and our actions makes our habits, and our habits makes our attitude, and our attitude defines our personality. So definitely, if
It
we are
does.
thinking in that direction, definitely we will move towards it. First you have to be clear in your mind. There must be clarity towards your goal, and then definitely you will achieve it, as you are a hard worker. And as far as I think that yeah, hard work is, I know it's important, but at least I think 10% destiny is there. If you are doing for getting your destination, you are doing very much hard work. And for example, I would like to quote here Mr. Abdul Kalam. He was very hard worker. He was intelligent throughout his school days, but when he went for the interview for this I think pilot interview, he was rejected there. He cleared the written test, but when it comes to interview, he was rejected there. And there the destiny plays the role. And he decided to kill himself by plunging into that Ganga river. But suddenly he saw one ashram, Guru Siddhanand ashram. I don't know what happened, what came to his mind. He went to that ashram, and there Guruji scanned his body and scanned his thoughts also, and they said, "Are you trying to kill yourself, my boy? Never do that, because you are not made for these small jobs. You are made for some other thing. Go back to home and try hard for that, for what you are made." And we all see that how the Abdul Kalam, he has reached from this rowing boat in Rameshwaram. He went to the president house. This long journey. So here the role of destiny also comes. Even though you
Exactly.
are a
God
hard,
has always a greater plan for us in that way.
yeah,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm,
even, and if if you are not getting something, that means it is not meant for you. He
mhm,
has some other big plans for you. But what people
mhm,
think, that I didn't get this, and started cursing everything, that the God
mhm,
doesn't help me, and why don't I got this job, and why don't I got this thing. I'm not here because of God. God doesn't want me to be here in this place. So I think सिर्फ दो ही लोगों की चलती है दुनिया में, एक हमारी चलती है, एक उस ऊपर वाले की चलती है, और जब उसकी चलती है तो हमारी
Mhm,
नहीं चलती, और जब हमारी चल रही होती है इसका मतलब उसकी मर्जी है इसमें. So these are some
mhm.
of the fundas on which youth should follow. We should not be desperate about not getting things, because things they
Yeah,
are not so
exactly.
easy.
Mhm.
It's not a
So of course, I don't really think in that way. Like if I want something, if I talk about interviews as well, if I'm getting rejection, there are several companies. What I feel I'm not better fit for them. Maybe I'm just unique, and of course I have other qualities which are going to be fit in other company. So, so it doesn't mean if you're getting rejection from a company, it means you wouldn't be able to do job in your life. No, not at all. There's several companies. Go there. You'll become better. You of course you can learn from your rejections. When if you're not better, that's why the people they are rejecting you. When you will improve yourself, refine yourself, of course the people they are going to select you.
and always think that you never lose anything. Either you learn or you win. If you are not winning, that means you are learning. You never fails, you know. So we should not
Yeah.
lose hope, and we should not be discouraged, demoralized. We should always keep our morals high, and definitely we will reach to, if our goals are if we are very honest towards our destination, then definitely we will reach there, because God helps those who help themselves. So keep helping yourself. So it was nice talking to you.
Exactly.
And one compliment I want to give you, that your smile is so infectious, so contagious. And it's said that smile a while, and while you smile, it goes to mile and mile. So this is a compliment for you, and definitely we would like to connect some other day, so that you can, if you want, you can upload on your channel. Uh, if you
Okay,
want me to
sure, of
upload it on
course.
your
We would
channel, you
love to
can
have.
also have a.
Mhm. Yeah, sure. We would love to
So
have
it
a
was nice
conversation.
talking.
So thank you so much. Many, many thanks to you for your precious time and inviting me. I'm so happy to have a conversation with you.
Uh, your time was most precious.